Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for episode number 18 of my FM20 save with Rapid Bucuresti. We are at the game against Academica as promised, and the bad thing about this game is that I can't hide my league position at what page I'm at. It doesn't matter where I'm at, you'll see what position we're in either way. So sadly I give that away to you guys straight away, but let's get straight into the games that you missed, because not a lot besides that has happened. I've tried to offer everybody a contract whose contract is running out at the end of this season. For some reason, for the last 3 or 4 players, when I wanted to click on them, the game froze. I've tried that 5 or 6 times. The first time I hadn't saved after the previous match as well, so I had to redo that match. Luckily, the result was the same. You're just gonna have to believe me on that one. But it actually was. So yeah, there are 3 or 4 players that I haven't offered a new contract yet because when I tried, the game froze. So that's just something that I'm gonna have to do in the remaining of the season. I mean, it's only August, so that's not a problem. But yeah, let's get straight into the games. So the last match you guys saw was the match against Heimanstadt, which was our first game ever against them, because in the first season they got relegated and we got promoted, so we haven't met each other yet, and we beat them 4-1, of course. Here in the second match we went away from home against FC20, the team who last year played really well. We took the lead 1-0. Everything happened in the second half. We took the lead, then it was 1-1. As you can see now it's 3-1, and here in the 76th minute they make it 3-2 to make it a little bit exciting, to bring the excitement back. But then in the 95th minute Lambudic delivered a knockout blow and it was 4-2, so we beat top of the league contenders. So I would say 4-2 away from home, so I'm very happy with that. I actually couldn't be happier because the performance was great as well. So really promising for the rest of the season. And after that amazing win away from home, we went back to our home ground against Arad, the team of course who went up alongside with us in the first season when they became champions of the second division. We scored an early goal, 1-0, and in the 20th minute we were already leading by 2 goals to 0. As you can see in the statistics on the left hand side of your screen here, at the end of the game they had only gotten 1 shot and it wasn't even on target. You can see all the goals here. In the end it became 5-0 with the last goal coming here in the 82nd minute. But yeah, you can see that we completely dominated them. Again, very happy with the performance and obviously very happy with the result, because a 5-0 win against a team that finished above us in the first season. I'm still gonna hold that against them, even though it's been 2 years and last season they weren't near us. But still, yeah, 5-0 against them. Really happy with that. So let's go on to the next game. And that next game we went again away from home. It was a hard game against Astra Giurgiu, as you could see. In the 5th minute they had already scored 1-0, and in the 49th they scored the 2-0. And it wasn't until stoppage time in the second half that we managed to get a goal back here. Carlo Kasop with a 2-1 in the 92nd minute, and only 2 minutes later here Pintea with the ball on the left hand side, and he gave it to Safer with, I think, a lucky goal. As you can see in the statistics, I'm not sure if I can show you that, guys, them from here. I probably can, of course I can. Both teams had a lot of shots, a lot of on target shots as well. We led the possession just a little bit, but it was a very close game, and the results showed that as well. I mean, a 2-2 draw. At first I wasn't really happy with it because of course I want to win, but when you look at it, that in the 90th minute we were still trailing 2 goals and we managed to get 2 goals back, that's amazing. I did not expect that at all. I was hoping for it obviously, but I didn't expect it the tiniest bit. So to get a draw from this game, hindsight, I'm pretty pretty content with it. I'm not happy, but I'm okay with it. So let's check out the last match you've missed. So this was the match that, as I said earlier, that got deleted because the game froze. In the 30th minute we had gotten a penalty, but we missed it. Luckily in the 36th minute we get the first goal, and then a few minutes later the second one, only for them to get one goal back only 1 minute later. But luckily 5 minutes after that we managed to get the 3-1. The reason why I mentioned the penalty specifically is because the first time I played this game it finished 1-0. It was in the 90th minute via a penalty as well. So I was hoping that we could score the penalty, but sadly we didn't. But luckily we won the match anyway. So as you could see here in the left hand side, that brings us to second position, but that's only because Vitorul have already played one game more. Obviously they lost that game to us. So as I said, we are playing Academica Clinceni, who are in 12th place with 0 points. So let's just get straight into the game. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm still in love. Oh shit. And of course I make a mistake like that. I mean, I'm happy with the team anyway, just the fact that I thought Brikeok was a little bit injured. But here's the team: Labrovic in goal, Bajan, Malo, Tano and Brikeok in the defense, Piris and Kasap in the midfield, Safer, Alami, Pintea in front of them, and then a striker Lambulic. So yeah, as I was saying before I screwed that up, I'm really excited for this save. I'm really curious to see how far I can take them, because I do not see myself as a very good FM player. So I'm curious to see how far I can take Rapid Bucuresti. Obviously I hope to get the highest possible. But firstly, as you can see here, Piri is just missing the mark with that free kick. But firstly, let's just try to win the league, or get into Europe even, because we haven't managed that before talking about anything bigger than that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this save. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, let's just see where this game takes us. I mean, obviously, I think we should be able to win this fairly easily, for them being the newly promoted side. But it doesn't look like it yet. I mean, already half an hour played. We do have a lot more shots, but we haven't scored yet, and we haven't had a big chance as well. So yeah, I think we have to step up our game, or maybe I'm just being too impatient, as Bajan has the ball here on the right hand side and Lambulic has it just over the bar. As you might have seen in the games that I showed, Lambulic has been absolutely on fire, and in the game that Lambulic didn't manage to score, I stopped on Brighton Labo, and then he got the goals for us. So I think we've got the striker position sorted. We also have scored the most goals in the league so far, so really happy with that as well, because that was one issue that we were struggling with, as you might have seen in the Season 2 review, that we just weren't scoring enough goals, and I think that has changed this season, for now at least. I mean, it's only been 5 games, but still, we're scoring a lot more goals than we were last year, so that's really promising. Allow me here with the ball in the midfield. Piris gives it to the right hand side to Bajan. Can he come up with a good cross? He can. Lambulic. Again, Lambulic just walks it into the goal almost. 34 minutes. Well, 33 minutes played. In the 34th minute, we get that lead. We get the 1-0 lead. We get the important opening goal. And as you can see here in the league table, that would take us up to the first spot again. I think after every game except for after the game against Austria, we were in first, so really happy with that as well. I hope we can keep that up, and Piris almost scoring a great free kick there, just at the end of the first half. But as I said, it's only been 5 games, but we have been on top of the league for most of that time, so I hope we can keep that up, obviously, and not fall down like last season. Because last season, of course, the first part of the season went really well. I think we were the entire time also around first spot, at least around European spots, and then in the second half of the season we fell all way back down. I mean, we were almost not even in the championship group. We almost fell down to the relegation group, which could have been catastrophic, but luckily we didn't. And Pires again just missing the mark with that free kick. That's his third free kick, I think. At least a second, but I believe it was a third, that he just misses the goal. Already 70 minutes played, the match is flying by and we are not getting a lot of big chances, so let's make a few substitutions. Let's get Pintea off, even though he's playing really well, but let's get him off for Hilistad, give Hilistad a chance. Let's get Avram on for Kassab. And let's get Brighton Labo in there as well. Let's see if he can show what he's made of. If he can show that he is still that very good striker that he was in the last two seasons, and that he can still provide for us, because I believe he can. I hope he can as well. I don't know what that pass was, but yeah, I don't want to say goodbye to Brighton Labo as a result of us not giving him enough chances. So I do want to stop him on regularly, or maybe even give him a few starts. I mean, I'm hoping obviously we can sign Lambulic on a permanent deal at the end of the year, because as I mentioned, we do have that future fee release clause in there. That isn't too high, but we do have to get a lot of prize money, I think, to be able to pay that. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if we can. And Safer scoring the 2-0 here in the 84th minute. But yeah, Brighton Labo is already 25-26. He isn't dropping off yet in terms of attributes, obviously, but I think Lambulic just has more potential than Labo. Even though I'm a big fan of Labo because he has been really important for us in the last two seasons. He hasn't been able to score in this match because I think this is one of the last chances, and Labovic with a great save to finish that match off. That was their first shot on target. I think our defense, even though we did not sign any new defenders, I think for some reason we're playing very, very solid at the back. I mean, as you could see in the past few matches as well, except for the match against Astra, the opposition did not get a lot of chances. So really happy with that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure why. Oh, maybe Brighton Labo can score here. He can't, but he does get the assist. 3-0 in the end against Academica. Hilistad with the goal, the other substitution. So sad for Brighton Labo. He couldn't get his goal, but he got his assist in the end. So a 3-0 win. Them only having one shot on target again. Really happy with our defense, and also really happy with our offense, because, well, obviously, I mean, I can't argue with being in first place and scoring the most goals of the league. As you can see here, scored the most goals, not having the best defensive record, but it's only been 5 or 6 games, so I don't think you can really judge it by that yet. If you just check this out, the amount of goals scored, we've scored twice as many goals as the number 2, and when it comes to the least amount of goals conceded, we're only 3 goals conceded more than the highest team. Cosmeton are doing pretty well, I believe. They could come on equal points with us, just like Universitatea. Did not expect that. Did not expect them to be this high, but again, it's only been 5 games. They haven't played the hardest teams yet. I mean, obviously, they haven't played us yet. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of this series and any other series in the future, please subscribe as well. It really means a lot to me. Also, there's a link to my Twitter in the description. Follow me in there. I always tweet out when I upload a new video, so you won't miss a thing. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.